Honorable members, will now observe a moment of silence, prayer or meditation. Thank you. You may be seated. Secretary, can you read the next order?
Order number 2, minutes of the previous sitting. 2.1, minutes of the 14th June 2024. 2.2, minutes of the 2nd July 2024, which is a special sitting. Minutes of the 23rd July 2024. 2.4, minutes of the 25th July 2024. 2.5, minutes of the 26th July 2024. And minutes of the 30th July 2024.
Honorable members, I put before the House the minutes of all the minutes that have been presented to you this morning. Does the House agree? Thank you very much. Honorable members, I put all the minutes we have adopted, all of them. I have to, for record purpose, I have to call them one by one, I'm sorry. The first batch, 14 June 2024, does the House agree? Thank you so much. 2nd July 2024, does the House agree? 23rd July 2024, does the House agree? 25th July 2024, does the House adopt the minutes?
Yes.
Honorable members, 26th July 2024, does the House agree?
Yes.
30th July 2024, does the House agree?
Yes.
Thank you very much, honorable members. The minutes have been adopted. Secretary, go to the next order.
Order number 3, motions as per Rule 101, 3.1, motions without notice as per Rule 106, and notice of motions as per Rule 107.
Honorable members, are there any motion without notice? LGB, can I recognize hand? LGB, MEC Mulapisi, MEC Sambata, MEC Honorable Bukhatu, Honorable Wolwon, Honorable Mosenuchi, Honorable Dial, Honorable Sonakile, MEC Lehari, MEC Mukua. In that order, honorable members.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to move a motion without notice welcoming the sentencing of killers of Northwest University Digital Marketing Manager to life imprisonment by the Northwest High Court sitting in Ga-Rankuwa. Arthur Konza, 22 years, Nkuna Matlatsi, 24, and Tato Masetla, 25, were also sentenced to 20 years imprisonment for robbery with aggravating circumstances, 15 years for kidnapping, 10 years for malicious damage to property, and 7 years for defeating the end of justice. The incident, Honorable Speaker, occurred in Puti section near Klipgat on the 16th June 2021. He further said through the intensive investigation by the police following reports of missing Mbata, 3 accused were linked to his murder. Mbata went missing and was last seen in the local tavern with Masetla. During the trial, the court heard that the police found blood stains on the floor, on the top of the bed, as well as on the carpet in the house where Masetla was residing. The court heard that an axe was found on top of the roof where blood stains were discovered, and the axe was used during the commission of this gruesome act. The body of the deceased was found inside a Hyundai 120 vehicle at the soccer field in Ikageng section. Mbata was banned beyond recognition and the DNA sample assisted the investigation team to easily identify the burnt body, and it was identified as Mbata, who was also an LGBTQIA+ activist. The African National Congress welcomed the sentence and believe that it will send a strong message, Honorable Speaker, to anyone out there who thinks that they can easily get away with crime, intolerance, and the merciless killing of the LGBTQIA+ community. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable MEC. Does any member wish to respond to the motion? Honorable Sonakile.
Thank you very much, Speaker. The DA also wishes to join into that motion of welcoming the sentencing of the 3 men who were convicted of brutally murdering and setting alight that young man. While this sentence will not bring back Mbata, the DA is pleased that at least finally justice has been served. May Mbata's soul find eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Any other member? Thank you, members. Honorable Molapisi, your motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and good morning. I rise on behalf of the ANC to move a motion without notice, uploading the swift arrest of suspects who recently killed people in Kanana Tavern and the Freedom Park, which claimed 13 lives over the past weekend. 4 were arrested in connection with the Kanana murder and 2 in connection with the Freedom Park murder. The culprits were arrested soon after the 2 shooting incidents by a multidisciplinary team of detectives and appeared in the Orkney Magistrate and Rustenburg Court on Monday. The commendable action of activating a 72-hour operation with successful breakthrough in the investigation attests to the professionalism of our police and restore public confidence in police and the criminal justice system. The arrests are a welcomed relief as the shocking incidents of senseless violence had raised anxiety level within the respective communities, which are still reeling with shock. We are confident that with a successful prosecution, justice will be served for families to find closure. The ANC wishes to convey its deepest condolences to the families of those who lost their lives in the vicious attacks and also wish those hospitalized a speedy recovery. The recovery of firearms and 82 rounds of ammunition suggests that had the heartless murderers remained on the loose, more lives could have been lost at the hands of the marauding gangs of heartless murderers that were terrorizing our communities. We want to appeal to the respective courts to deny the alleged suspects or culprits bail, to send a strong message that those involved in senseless violence that has robbed families of their loved ones have no place in our society. Their successful prosecution and conviction will bolster the police morale, encouraging local action to defeat crime syndicates run by ruthless criminals that have no regard for the sanctity and value of human lives. Criminals involved in senseless must be kept on their back foot, forever looking over their shoulders and on the run. Police in crime hotspots must be targeted towards flushing criminals out of their hiding places through intensified saturation efforts. No hole must be big or deep enough for them to hide. We are encouraged as the ANC by the specialized units established by the ANC government and the success of Operation Vulam Koti to rid out communities of Zamazama involved in economic crimes. The protection of our communities is high priority. The ANC is therefore, Honorable Speaker, calling for a stronger partnership between police, business sector, and our communities. It's necessary to win the war against lawlessness as well as criminality and create safer communities. Arrest, arrest, arrest. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable MEC. Does any member wish to respond to the motion? Thank you. Honorable Sambata.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to move a motion without notice welcoming the swift arrest of a senior Kagisano Molopo local municipality official and a partner on fraud and corruption allegations. Their arrest comes after a thorough investigation by Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation Hawks into allegations of corruptions in the awarding of a tender to deliver 8 laptops for the Kagisano Molopo local municipality in Khanyisa. The detailed investigation discovered that a senior municipal official, a 37-year-old female, awarded her alleged partner's company, a 39-year-old male, a tender of a tune of 185,000 to supply and deliver laptops. The ANC reiterates that corruption deeply weakens the legitimacy and trust in public institutions and shapes people's perceptions of government performance and state efficiency. It distorts the distribution of public services and has a lopsided impact on marginalized and vulnerable groups, leading to increased inequality. The ANC unequivocally condemns all forms of corruption, dishonesty, and state capture involving the public and private sector, including collusion, price fixing, tender fraud, bribery, illicit financial frauds. In actual fact, Madam Speaker, the ANC believes each time those that are involved in corruption are caught, it's a practical way to deter others from thinking that corruption is not going to be attended to. Corruption is counter-revolution. We disassociate ourselves from those who are corrupt. We therefore affirm that those who loot state resources will be held accountable and will face the full might of the law. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, MEC. Does any member wish to respond? Thank you. Honorable Bukhatsu, your motion.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I hereby rise on behalf of the Economic Freedom Fighters to table a motion without notice in celebration of the excellent performance of Team South Africa at the 2024 Olympics in Paris. Honorable Speaker, as of 26 July 2024, nearly 150 athletes across different sporting codes are representing South Africa at the 2024 Olympics. So far, the team have collected 3 medals, 1 bronze for the men's rugby sevens team, 1 silver for the cycling team, and 1 gold for Tajana Smith in the 100-meter breaststroke final, who also won the only gold medal for South Africa at the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. As the EFF, we wish to acknowledge the discipline and excellence displayed by Team South Africa. We also wish to join the rest of the world in the celebration of the aforementioned medals. Those medals are validation that they indeed are the cream of the crop in the world, and that is not something we take lightly. In conclusion, we request that MEC Maine ensures that all obstacles are cleared in the path of the world-class talent we have in Northwest Province, and that they are also offered or afforded the opportunity to compete at events like the Olympics. Honorable Speaker, the EFF anticipates many more medals and will be enjoying the remainder of the games until the 11th August 2024. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Any member would wish to respond to the statement? Thank you. Honorable Wolhon,
Thank you,
your
Speaker.
motion.
Motion without notice, 1st of August. The Democratic Alliance extends its warmest congratulations to Justice Mandisa Maya on her appointment as the Chief Justice of the Republic of South Africa. Justice Maya will take up the highest office in the judiciary on the 1st of September 2024. The Chief Justice of South Africa is the head of the judiciary and is responsible for the functions of the courts. The Chief Justice plays a vital role in ensuring that the rule of law is respected and that the judiciary maintains its custodial role over our Constitution. Justice Maya brings a wealth of experience to the role of Chief Justice of South Africa and has made a significant contribution to the development of South Africa's legal jurisprudence. As a party whose key principles is the rule of law, we wish her well as she takes up this vigorous task. While we look forward to Justice Maya's appointment, we also extend our deepest thanks to Justice Raymond Zondo, who will be stepping down as Chief Justice. His contributions to upholding the Constitution and the rule of law will not be forgotten. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Any member wish to respond to the motion? LGB and MEC Musanoke.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Mine is just to emphasize that as we celebrate Women's Month this August, now I can see the light. I can see that now other political parties are appreciating the good work that is being done by the African National Congress in making sure that we address the issue of equity. So we welcome the motion. We welcome the motion. Remember, the very same said person was appointed under the leadership of the African National Congress. Hence, I'm saying, can I be protected, Chair?
Order. As you wrap up, ABC.
The reality of the matter, Chairperson or Speaker, whether we like it or not, we are being led by the African National Congress. We are celebrating 30 years.
There is an order raised on you, Honorable.
Speaker, I'm raising on a point of order in terms of Rule 74. Yes, Speaker. The member is misleading the House in saying that it is the ANC that is to get all the congratulatory messages for the appointment of Justice Maya. The member must remember that the recommendation comes from the JSC, and all other parties sit also in the JSC, and they supported the appointment of Justice Maya. So it is not the ANC. She must not come here and lie.
Honorable Speaker, let me remind honorable members that there is only one president of South Africa, which is Cyril Ramaphosa, who is also representing on behalf of the African National Congress. The point that I'm trying to emphasize is that I'm
Your 1
appreciating.
minute is gone, MEC. MEC Musanoke. MEC Musanoke, you still want to?
Thank you very much, Chair. This is an affirmation to women in South Africa, and considering that even in Chapter 9 institution, as the ANC, we have always advocated for women, that women must occupy positions of power. We have seen with the Auditor General, we have seen with the Public Protector, and now for the very first time, the Judge President. And it has been a progressive increase of women. Out of more than 200 judges, we have 100 and something judges who are women. And that the Chief Justice is a woman who is competent, who has grown through the ranks of the judiciary. We are proud as the African National Congress to have been part of his
Honorable
appointment.
MEC.
And it is the ANC. Thank you very much.
As you rise and read your motion. MEC, your motion. MEC Musanoke, your motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to move a motion without notice and commend the law enforcement agencies for the swift arrest of 8 stock theft suspects. The arrest of the 8 suspects emanates from separate incidences, where the South African Police Service received a tip-off of a suspected Toyota minibus carrying stolen goods on the N4 road between Ventersdorp and Carltonville. Following the tip-off, police intercepted the 2 vehicles, and the suspects could not account for the 18 goats and 30 sheep found in the vehicle. Whereas in the other incident, police also managed to intercept another Toyota Quantum on the R509 bones, where commuters were arrested for 37 goats they could not account for. The police discovered that in both incidences, all animals were not marked. The ANC urges farmers to always mark their animals in accordance to the Animal Identification Act of 2002 and Act number 6 of 2002. The ANC applauds the community of Ventersdorp and the police for work well done. We urge communities to continue working closely with the SAPS in fighting crime and stock theft, impoverishing substances and commercial farmers. I thank you.
Thank you. MEC, any member wish to respond to the motion? Thank you. Honorable Sonakile, your motion.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the DA welcomes the arrest of two former employees of the municipality of Bojanala Platinum. According to reports, the two employees made fraudulent payments to an incorrect bank account instead of an approved network provider. An internal audit revealed that employees in the IT department of the municipality altered the bank account number of a service provider and administered payments into the bank account using forged invoices. The matter of the fraudulent payments to the tune of 1.7 million was brought to the attention of the Council of Bojanala by the DA in the year 2022, where the issue was referred to the MPEC. The matter was further referred to the Hawks, and recommendations for holding the contracts held with the service provider were implemented. An investigation by the Hawks revealed that it was actually not 1.7 but 4.4 million. That was the total loss. The fraudulent payments were not only the only discrepancy that was found during the investigations. Expensive cell phones and routers that were not registered as assets of the municipality were found to have been ordered and paid for by the municipality. The DA is satisfied with the arrest of the perpetrators and their accomplices. Employees in the supply chain department who are also believed to have been involved in this matter have also been suspended pending disciplinary action. We will follow the matter very closely and oversee the process to bring justice and hopefully the recovery of public funds. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. Any member wish to respond? Thank you. Honorable Malapisi. But members, always remember Rule 54, read it with Rule 57.
Thank you very much, Speaker. We welcome the motion by the DA, and we can confirm that disciplinary action has been taken against the said members, and the findings and the recommendation will definitely be implemented. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other member? Thank you. Honorable Lehari, your motion. Your motion.
Okay, thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to move a motion without notice commending Premier Kaiso Lazarus Muhozi and Arts, Culture, Sports and Education MEC Colin Maine on the official opening of the Readery Library in Kettle River Local Municipality. The ANC reiterate libraries play a very important role in the society. It builds citizens, educate individuals, and foster thoughtful communities. They are our gateway of knowledge for our communities. They also provide information, but also serve as a social hub for individuals wishing to find themselves. This community facility in the community marks a milestone and an achievement which the community can now benefit from with regard to information and knowledge service that, comparatively speaking, is of such a standard that it is similar to the best in the world. Libraries are an important source for learning, especially for a community that had been deprived of all the necessary services. It is often said the library is the heart of a society. The ANC consider it more accurately portrayed as the brain. It is the memory. It is the trajectory that illuminates the mind. In short, a library is indispensable to the intellectual growth of a community, especially our children. We urge the community to utilize and protect this state-of-the-art facility that offers internet connection, collections of books for youth and adults from vandalism and treasures. It is a valuable resource of immeasurable value. Groundbreaking and technology, advanced free braille and audiobook service for the visually impaired will provide them with equal opportunity for the e-learning as well as them to access valuable information, ensuring that they too are not left behind. The African National Congress rouses and urges the compassionate and Kenny ANC government to accelerate the pace of delivery of libraries to historically marginalized communities as part of our creating a learning nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, MEC. Is there any member who would wish to respond to the motion? Honorable Maine?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We welcome the motion, but we also want to urge members of the community to protect that infrastructure, as it is very important for the education of our kids. And we know that sometimes there are frustrations with regard to service delivery issues. But as I'm saying, we urge communities not to vent their anger on destroying that infrastructure. Thank you.
Thank you, MEC. Any other member? Thank you, Honorable MEC Mukua. Your motion.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to move a motion without notice congratulating Dr. Masego Izimajila on his conferral of honorary doctorate in humanities by the Northwest University for his promotion of Setswana. Dr. Machile started his career more than 30 years ago as an on-air radio personality for Setswana, which later became Motsweding FM. During his time, he also managed to archive the Radio Setswana, the African service, Radio Ndebele, which is currently known as Ikwekwezi FM, and Radio Swazi, which is currently called as Ligwalagwala FM. His exceptional broadcast skills led to his appointment as a Setswana sports commentator for SABC Top Sport, as it was known, currently SAB Sports. He later worked as a primetime news presenter in Sesotho, Sepedi, and Setswana from 1993 and up until his retirement in 2021. He also served as a bulletin editor and executive producer. He advocated for the multilingual youth programs on SABC2, noting that Setswana, Sepedi, and Sesotho-speaking youth were unrepresented. His efforts at the SABC earned him numerous awards, including Best News Writer SABC in the year 2008 and Commentator of the Year AFCON in 1996. He holds qualifications from institutions such as UNISA, VETS, and Regenesis Business School. He also received awards from the PEN South African Language Board for excellence in the command and promotion of Setswana language and culture. The conferral of honorary doctorate comes as a result of tireless efforts of Dr. Machila, of making sure that we achieve our nation-building project through equitable representation of African languages in South African Broadcasting Corporation platform. As the ANC, we are of the view that the importance of language as the transmitter of culture and religion serves to promote unity in diversity through effective dialogue among the people and also as a mark of personal identity. The important role played by language is that it promotes cognitive development. I thank you.
Thank you, MEC. Any member wish to respond? Thank you. Honorable members, we have come to the end of this motion. Does the House adopt these motions?
Yes.
You came late, Honorable Moema. Already when you come in, we've closed the motions. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you, members. Then the notice of motions will be put on the order paper to be debated per our legislature program. Secretary, read the next order. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, I skip it. Okay, are there any notice of motions? Honorable Stale?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I, CJ Stell, move on behalf of the Democratic Alliance that this House at its next sitting debate the transfer of the function of scholar transport from the Department of Community Safety and Transport Management to the Department of Education in its entirety. I so move.
Thank you, Honorable Stale. Any other notice? Then notice will be put in the order paper, for debate as per the legislature program. Secretary, you may read the next order.
Order number 4, statements by members as per Rule 130.
Does any member wish to make a statement? Let me take names. Honorable Stale. Van Heerwen. Honorable Kuno. Honorable Sebekwe. Honorable Mokhatsu. Honorable Steenkamp. Honorable Sonakide. Honorable Matse. Honorable Mwema, is your hand up? Okay, Honorable Mwema. Have I captured Honorable Dial? Have I captured all the members? Okay. Honorable Stale.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise on behalf of the DA to request that the MEC for Koksta, Wageng Molapisi, conduct an urgent investigation into the state of the fire department in the Mahikeng local municipality and to table his findings to this House. On Saturday, 20 July, residents reported a fire but were told that there are no available fire trucks, as all trucks and firefighters were attending to another emergency elsewhere. After several calls and pleas, the fire station finally agreed to send at least one truck, but by the time of its arrival, the fire caused damages to property of about 500,000 rand. After extinguishing the initial fire, neighboring properties also caught fire. This was immediately reported, but the fire brigade only arrived several hours later. The station only has 2 fire trucks, 2 Land Cruiser grass units, and 1 rapid intervention vehicle. 3 trucks are in for repair work and another is in for service. Only 14 firefighters are staffed per shift, which makes it impossible to attend to more than 1 emergency at a time. Short staffing runs the risk of deploying overworked firefighters, which could place them in danger due to fatigue. Delays in the repair of firefighting vehicles and the appointment of trained firefighting professionals prevent the effective response to emergencies. An emergency response center has been planned for years, but there is still no funding allocated to this project. The emergency contact number is dysfunctional, causing further delays in rapid response. Every minute delayed, Honourable Speaker, in responding to an emergency is a minute that could mean the life or death. The DA requests MEC Molapisi to intervene in the Mahikeng Fire Department to ensure that all firefighting vehicles are brought back into operation and that all vacancies are filled as soon as possible. We cannot idly stand by while Mahikeng residents are being failed by a municipality that cannot effectively respond to emergencies. The Northwest Provincial Government can do a lot more to improve emergency rapid response throughout the province. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Stale. Does any member wish to respond to the statement? Thank you. Honorable Van Heestien, your statement, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise on behalf of the DA to make the following member statement. The DA welcomes the Gauteng High Court ruling that certificates of need, or alternatively known as CONs, in the National Health Act are unconstitutional. These are contained in clause 36 to 40 of the National Health Act. It is important to note that the ruling now has to go to the Constitutional Court for confirmation. The Act uses cons to determine whether health practitioners may establish or acquire practice or provide health services. The ruling has important implications for the implementation of the National Health Insurance, as the Act heavily relies on cons for the placement of service providers, like doctors, nurses, in specific communities. The DA has always been committed to our belief in universal quality healthcare for all who call South Africa home, but remains adamant that the NHI is not the vehicle for this, and it will cause much damage to both the public and private sector. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Haystein. Any member wish to respond? Honorable Sambata, Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The matter referred to by the Honorable Member, as she says, is going up for an appeal. But clearly, what the Honorable Member is mischievously doing is to link a court case on this necessity in line with the implementation of the National Health Insurance Scheme, yet it's a separate bill, that one, from what is being contested in court. What is sent to court is validity of some sections of the National Health Act, not the National Health Insurance Health Scheme as approved by the President. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable MEC. Honorable
Speaker, on a point of order,
There's nothing on the table.
I have an issue.
No, thanks very
No,
much,
you're
Madam
supposed to have
Speaker.
raised
I
your
think just
order
to
while
add,
you were speaking. He's done.
Okay.
Honorable Chief Whip.
no, thanks, Madam Speaker. Just to add on what Honorable MEC Sambata has said, I think the President has signed off the National Health Insurance. And we will, as the ANC component, support the Minister of Health to ensure that the National Health Insurance is a reality to our communities. So matters which are sub judice, Madam Speaker, would not be entertained in the House. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Whip. Honorable Kuno, your statement.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to table a statement applauding the good work of the Department of Education and South African Police Service by confiscating dangerous weapons and weed, amongst other things, at Alabama Secondary School in the Dr. KK district. The search and seizure operation led to the confiscation of knives, alcohol, fire lighters, vapes, weed, and other prohibited items found in the possession of learners. The operation was initiated as part of the department's efforts to curb crime and gangsterism in the province. The department identified Alabama Secondary School as one of the hotspots for crime and gangsterism. This search and seizure operation was crucial to creating a safer and more conducive learning environment for students. The Department of Social Development was called upon to provide psychological support and counseling service to address the psychosocial impact and educate peoples on the dangers of illegal substance, drugs, and dangerous weapons. This proactive exercise was part of the South African Police Service Adopt a School initiative, and the program resulted in the confiscation of numerous dangerous items such as knives, pangas, alcohol, firefighters, vapes, and weed, amongst others. The ANC stresses the importance of collaboration in addressing safety concerns at schools and applauds collaborative efforts of the school governing body, the SGB, the police, educators, the school principal, sister departments in taking action to combat these social ills in our schools. The safety of our learners is paramount, and we believe that together we can create a secure and nurturing environment where our learners can thrive. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Does any member wish to respond? Thank you. Members, it's important that we try, I know we are all new, but it's important that we go through our rule. Rule 71, Honorable Stale. Let's make sure that we read our rules. We won't know them at a time, but it's important that we go through them. Thank you. Honorable Sebeka, your statement.
No, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to table a statement commending the Northwest University for hosting a successful inaugural Nelson Mandela lecture in collaboration with the Moral Regeneration Movement and the Office of the Premier in honor of our global icon Nelson Mandela. Delivered by the Northwest University Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Bismarck Tobeka. The insightful and challenging lecture was held under the theme Confronting Unethical Behavior, which negates the fundamental objective of the National Democratic Revolution. The lecture, which was part of the Nelson Mandela Month activity, held across the province, aimed at reminding society about the values that were championed by the global icon and the founding father of our democratic state throughout his 67 years of selfless service in order to restore the moral fiber of our society, reclaim Ubuntu and unethical leadership. It also highlighted the need for policies and approaches that ensure government, business, civil society actions are focused on the needs and well-being of communities, while fostering a culture of trust and engagement between the government and its citizens. The month of July is appropriately designated as Moral Regeneration Month, as it coincides with the birthday of Nelson Mandela on the 18th of July. The late President Nelson Mandela rightly understood that we cannot transit from apartheid to a new constitutional dispensation without a fundamental moral reorientation. It also emphasized the need for improved accountability and transparency in financial management practices within the province. The lecture also emphasized the role of public administration as a catalyst for a developmental state. Without state capacity, a developmental state remains a pipe dream. Emphasis was put on lecture and discourse as critical in sharpening our minds, and also the need to create innovative programs that facilitate and restore hope in public institutions. The engagement that was also graced by MRM National Chairperson, Fathers Mangaliso Mkhatshwa, and Reverend Tami Mvambo and Professor Kidiboni Paho on his panel underscored the Northwest University's commitment to fostering meaningful partnerships that have the potential to effect positive change within both the Northwest Province and its broader geographical scope. The ANC welcomes the rollout of programs that promote renewal, unity, nation building, social cohesion, ethical leadership, and good governance in partnership with civil society and institutions of higher learning. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Any member wish to respond? Thank you. Honorable Bukhatsu, your 3 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Speaker, I rise on behalf of the economic freedom fighters to table a member statement and bring to the attention of this August House the deep concerns of the community of Madibeng regarding their mayor, Douglas Maimane. Honorable Speaker, since his election as mayor in November 2021, Douglas Maimane has brought shame and humiliation to the office he holds. He has chosen to be known for nepotism and sexual harassment, all of which have been raised with the ruling party on different occasions, but have not been addressed to date. As a result, the residents of Madibeng paid the Public Protector's Office in Pretoria a visit on Monday, in hopes that their concerns will receive the necessary attention. It must be noted that in February this year, the ANC reported that they will be submitting a motion of no confidence against Mayor Douglas Maimane for his son's involvement in renovating the municipal hall in Brits. But as usual, nothing has been done. Honorable Speaker, This is the same mayor who returned 146 million that was intended to relieve the community of Madibeng from the unemployment, poverty, crime, sewage spills, and contaminated drinking water they are subjected to. Instead of taking accountability, the mayor blamed his officials, which shows you the character of the individual in question. This is a true fashion of the ANC. So as the EFF, we request that the MEC of Corporate Governance intervenes and stop their dogs from pooping everywhere. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Does any member wish to respond? Honorable Mutsumi, Honorable Mulapisi, 1 minute to respond.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. I'm just confused here. The said member here is the Deputy Provincial Secretary of EFF. I'm the Deputy Provincial Secretary of the ANC. Otla before us, the ANC ba pass a motion of no confidence against the mayor. So ki iposa dipotso gore kante o leader o leader the African National Congress or the EFF, because ubua o claima or members of the ANC ba passed a motion of no confidence against the said mayor. But ke na le problem Speaker. Last year, we the rules, standing rules, legislature to say that there are limitations. From the statement there, there any allegations. It confirm, again, actually, sexual harassment, what, against the mayor and so on. So I encourage the Honorable Bukhatsu Ariki said that particular evidence, because as the African National Congress, we are very clear in terms of issues of sexual harassment and gender-based violence. So I can refer that evidence because the police already concluded because baagi ba reeditse re ka itumela thata go kry that information gore re kgone go ya rona ko police station re na le mapodisi re na le di-MEC tse di maleba di kgone go tsaya dikgato go na le gore re tle fa re tle go grandstanda ka something se e leng gore we don't even have evidence. Ha ka refer that particular evidence gona no ke Women's Month re kgone go ba bontsha gore indeed we are serious about this thing of sexual harassment. Thank you.
Honorable Mulapisi, 1 minute.
No, Chair, I think Honorable Mutsumi has covered. I think it's important to always teach members that if they have anything substantive or if they have evidence that implicate any member, either belonging to this house or in the public, the correct thing to do is to go to the police station. Coming here and discussing individuals and anything, it would not help. So we once more want to appeal to honorable members. If we have anything, bring it to the correct authority so that they can investigate it. And we can follow the investigation and demand the report. Not here, we can't discuss individuals. And lastly, Chair, it's not correct. And the member must withdraw. Or the ANC must I want to withdraw that because ANC ayarua dinja. Dinja di ruilwe ke di individuals. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable MEC. Honorable Steenkamp.
Order, Chair.
Order.
There is a need, Chair. There's a request that the member must withdraw, and we support that.
Okay, okay. Honorable Bukhatsu, can you withdraw dogs? Dogs, can you withdraw dogs? Dogs. You can't call human beings dog.
Which rule was the member standing on?
Honorable Bukhatsu, can you withdraw
Don't
the
say
word
which
dog?
rule.
Please.
In which rule was
Honorable
the member
Bukhatsu,
standing on?
Honorable Bukhatsu,
Speaker.
just withdraw the word dog.
On which rule?
Just withdraw the word dog. Honorable member, can you withdraw the word dog? We can't refer human beings to dogs.
Oh, okay, I withdraw.
Thank you. Honorable Steenkamp, your statement.
Madam Speaker, thank you. I rise on behalf of the DA to raise our concern with the way that the municipality is ignoring the situation at Henkubar Nature Reserve. The situation in Henkubar Nature Reserve property of Tswaying local municipality has reached a critical status. There is no food in the park for the animals, And due to the fact that there is no fence around the reserve, the animals are roaming around freely, causing serious accidents on the provincial road in Dallaraival. Despite the warning signs that were erected by AfriForum, the DA, as well as traffic officers from Tswaying, another serious accident happened just the other day on the 22nd of July. The driver was seriously injured and taken to hospital by ambulance, and yet another zebra was killed in the accident and the vehicle was severely damaged. Several calls on the speaker, Sam Leklakane, the mayor, Nora Mahlangu, acting Mr. Mabukela, and the CFO were blatantly ignored. Accidents and food are not the only problem. Animals are also hunted down by dog hunters and poachers at the moment. This is a serious case of animal neglect and cruelty, as well as public endangerment. Honourable Speaker, urgent intervention is required now. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Any member wish to respond? Honourable Molapisi?
Speaker, we are going to end up discussing issues at the council instead of allowing councillors to discuss
Honourable
the
Member,
issues.
can you speak to the mic? I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying, Speaker, in as much as I agree that members must raise issues, but we must just be aware that we don't stand up here and speak on behalf of councillors as if we don't have representative whom we must encourage to raise issues at the level of the council. That's the only warning that I'm bringing to the House, that at the end of the day, we'll have all members talking about municipalities, council issues, as if they are not represented at the council level. Thank you.
MEC Musanuki, your 1 minute.
Very much, Honourable Speaker. We have noted the concern and we will raise it with the responsible MEC of Environment to support the municipality in addressing the challenges of the nature reserve in Tswaying municipality. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Musanuki. Honourable Sonakide, your statement. Your 3 minutes start now, Honourable Sonakide. Honourable Sonakide, your 3 minutes start now, your statement.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the DA welcomes the recent raid conducted by the Department of Correctional Services and the South African Police Service at the Sun City Correctional Facility in Johannesburg. This operation is a crucial step towards addressing the prevalent issue of contraband smuggling within our prison system. While it is acknowledged that visitors play a role in smuggling illicit items, it is apparent that a significant amount of contraband finds its way into prisons via corrupt officials. Officials suspected of involvement in these activities will face internal disciplinary processes. The DA emphasizes that those found guilty must not only be dismissed, but also face criminal charges. This will not only serve as a deterrent, but also restore and uphold the integrity of correctional services and ultimately ensuring the safety of both inmates and officials. We commend Correctional Services Commissioner Makgoti Thobagale for taking proactive measures in combating corruption within DCS. However, more must be done to promote transparency and accountability at the department. The DA advises DCS to maintain its momentum to cleanse our correctional facilities of corruption. We are ready to collaborate with stakeholders and government bodies to ensure that our prisons operate with the highest standards of integrity and professionalism. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Any member wish to respond? MEC Mutsumi?
No, Chair. In my response, I think we have to agree in this House that actually today we must declare this today as Ramaphosa's Day. Because when he pronounced himself on the issue of corruption, he was very clear. So all the statements actually confirms that the president is doing good in terms of dealing with corruption. So I'm proposing to the opposition that they must sponsor this view that today we must just declare it Ramaphosa Day, Chair. Thank you.
Viva GNU, viva. Thank you, member. Viva GNU, we agree. Viva GNU, yes.
Honourable Mate, your statement.
Thanks, Honourable Speaker. I rise on behalf of the African National Congress To table a statement applauding the good work of the Northwest University through the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Bismarck Chobeka, for holding the Vice Chancellor's Day in Taung in Dr. Ruth Khomotsi Mompati District. The Vice Chancellor's Science Day is a collaborative effort between the Office of the Vice Chancellor and the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences at the Northwest University, and it serves multitude of purposes. Its objective is to raise awareness about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This program is poised to inspire our youth to consider careers in science, engineering, and mathematics, but also to illustrate the role of science in tackling problems and challenges encountered in creating and sustaining a prosperous society. This also helps to demystify misconceptions surrounding some of the innovations that are important for the advancement of society. This was the second time that the event took place following the inauguration of Vice Chancellor's Science Day in 2023, which was hosted at Mabiskral in the Bojanala District Municipality. More than 1,400 learners were reached through this program. This event rotates annually to different parts of the Northwest and identifies areas that are not in the immediate vicinity of the Northwest University. The event on Tuesday, the 30th of July, 2024, at Sibutwane in Taung in Dr. Ruth Khomotsi Mompati, further took forward this commitment. The ANC believes that the rollout of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects in our schools, especially in the Northeast schools, will shape the cognitive skills of our people so that they can contribute significantly to the economy of this country. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Matse. Any member wish to respond to the statement? Thank you very much. Honorable members, I want us not to be tempted on some of the issues. Rule 67, unparliamentary and unacceptable language or gestures. No member may use offensive, abusive, insulting, disrespectful, unbecoming, or unparliamentary word or language, nor offensive, unbecoming, or threatening gestures. I can like the gesture game, honorable members, so let's not get tempted. Honorable Mwema, your 3 minutes statement.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I hereby rise on behalf of the EFF to table a member statement regarding the poor efforts of the Department of Transport Management to promote road safety awareness in the province and our people paying this with their lives. Honorable Speaker, South Africa is a member of the consortium of nations that signed the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. South Africa has agreed to have the number of deaths and injuries from road traffic accidents by 2030 reduced. Northwest Province, through the stewardship of the Department of Transport Management, is not exempted from this obligation. In a province like Northwest, where the Department of Public Works and Roads have done an excellent job by putting us on the map for having the worst potholes and road conditions, neglecting to have robust and impactful road safety awareness campaigns has dire consequences. The recent reports by Stats SA indicate an overall escalation in motor vehicle accident-related deaths and injuries, rather than a decline over the past 5 years. This past Sunday, 28 July 2024, lives were lost in Mahikeng, wherein an overloaded van carrying 18 passengers from El Nino nightclub crashed. Almost 2 weeks prior to that, our very own MEC of Agriculture and Rural Development, Honorable Sambat, and his protectors were involved in a car accident nearby Derby. And we give thanks, Honorable Sambata, to the God of Karl Marx that you survived. And yourself, you gave a testimony that you survived by the mercy of the Lord. As for the road infrastructure and hospitals of the ANC government, we're never going to assist you. It's only by the mercy and the grace of the Lord. And we give thanks for that testimony, Honorable MEC. Honorable Speaker, as the EFF, we plead with MEC arrest to tighten his fresh boots and continue to arrest because there's a non-compliance on our roads, and as a result, our people are paying with their life. I thank you and good morning, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, thank you, Comrade. Honorable Moema. Any member wish to respond? MEC Mukua? Honorable Sonakile, you come after.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I want to just reiterate what is presented in the budget speech to say we are really attending to the issues of the challenges of the road, despite the fact that EFF is the only political party that rejected accepting the speech. But however, we are going to be dealing with the status of the roads without any fear of any contradiction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Sonakile.
No, thank you very much, Speaker. Speaker, seeing that the MEC of COSATMA is not in the House, I believe that it is a duty upon me as the chairperson of that committee to clarify that the EFF indeed raised the matter of visibility of traffic officers on roads and the lack of visible awareness by the Department of COSATMA in the committee. The PC then concurred with the EFF submission and included it in its report as a recommendation. So we will definitely, as a PC, ensure that the department delivers because they indeed promised that they will attend to the matter. Thank you.
Honorable Musanuke, thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I stand to reject the statement. It has raised three different things altogether. It was not sticking to one matter. So the statement is rejected, and matters that are before the Portfolio Committee are not supposed to be subjected to this House until this time that this Portfolio Committee receives a report, processes, and bring it as a report to the House. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. The statement is being rejected. Any other member? Thank you. Honorable Dio, your statement, 3 minutes.
Honorable Speaker, I rise on behalf of the African National Congress to table a statement on the signing into law of 3 progressive and transformative bills by the President of the ANC and the President of the country, President Cyril Ramaphosa. The bills in question are the Public Procurement Bill, the National Small Business Amendment Bill, and the Pension Fund Amendment Bill. These legislative measures are fundamental in ensuring comprehensive transformation in the economic lives of South Africans, and their strategic value can never be overstated. Looking at the Public Procurement Act, it is a significant step towards enhancing transparency, accountability, and fairness in our public procurement process, while promoting economic transformation for the previously disadvantaged communities of South Africa. The bill is a direct implementation of the recommendations of the Judicial Commission of State is a direct recommendation of the Judicial Commission on State Capture on reforms to prevent future occurrences of state institutions. This landmark legislative advancement confirms our commitment to combat corruption and promote ethical leadership as outlined in our 2024 election manifesto, which ours is the ANC. Additionally, this act includes measures to ensure that procurement processes facilitate economic opportunities for previously disadvantaged people and communities. Our 2024 election manifesto enjoins us to promote ethical governance and continue to fight against corruption. In pursuit of this objective, we have pledged to implement robust measures to ensure that public funds are utilized effectively and transparently. Similarly, Madam Speaker, the National Small Business Amendment Bill is a crucial step towards addressing historic inequalities and broadening economic participation for a greater number of South Africans, and the National Small Amendment Bill Act will significantly enhance the accessibility and effectiveness of government assistance to our communities. The ANC remains committed to the transformation objectives outlined in our policy framework and our manifesto commitments, which emphasize support for small businesses as vital engines of economic growth and job creation. We believe these progressive legislations will play a very important role in fostering a more inclusive, dynamic, fair and equitable economy. In addition, Honorable Speaker, the ANC has long been committed to improving the financial well-being of South African workers. The signing of the Pension Fund Amendment Act directly supports our policy goal by reducing worker indebtedness. This law provides immediate financial relief to our workers, allowing them access to a portion of their retirement savings without the need to resign. This flexibility helps workers to manage unexpected financial needs and reduces their reliance on high interest debt. By preserving 2/3 of the retirement contribution until retirement, the Act ensures that workers continue to save for their future, balancing immediate financial needs with long-term financial securities. This dual approach promotes stability, which is essential for a resilient economy. The ANC believes that this legislation is a crucial step in our ongoing efforts to transform South Africa's retirement savings regime. The Pension Fund Amendment Act is a testament to our dedication to easing the burden of indebtedness of our workers and promoting sustainable economic growth. In overall, these three transformative pieces of legislation underscores the...
Your 3 minutes is over.
Okay, thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Does anybody wish to respond to the statement? Honorable Dial, can you switch off your mic? Switch off your mic. Okay. Thank you very much, honorable members. The statement now have to be adopted, except the statement of Honorable Moema. The chairperson of the Portfolio Committee have pronounced that the matter, they are handling it as the Portfolio Committee. Does the House accept and adopt the statement? Thank you very much, honorable members. Secretary, you may read the next order.
Order number 5, announcements, tablings, and committee reports.
Honorable members, reports have been tabled through the ATC and referred to the relevant committee for scrutiny and further processing. Honorable members, let me bring to the attention of the House that all recommendations from committee report adopted during the debate on annual performance plan 2024-2025 are now resolution of the House from the date they were adopted. Secretary, you may read the next order.
Order number 6, Premier's response on the debate of the official opening address of the 7th legislature.
I will now call on the Premier of the Northwest Province, Honorable Mokhosi, to respond to the debate on the official opening address of the 7th legislature. Honorable Mokhosi, you have 20 minutes.
Honorable Speaker, Medes Bo Mohono, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Ntate Tsepo Khoza, Chair of Chairs, Honorable Tebogo Modise, members of the Executive Council present here today, Chief Whip of the Majority Party, Honorable Motlalipula Hosho, chairpersons of portfolio committees present today, leaders of the opposition parties, chairperson of the House of Traditional and Khoisan Leaders, chairperson of Salga Northwest, executive mayors present, Director General of the province, provincial heads of departments, municipal managers, executive and senior managers in the public service, ladies and gentlemen, Bahaisu Dumelang. Honorable Speaker, Renale Matata, we still have 5 years to go. It's a long journey. But it's important for honorable members to, at times, listen, and not only listening attentively. And as you listen attentively, also you must be able to internalize what you are listening or what you are reading. It's important. But as I said, Honorable Speaker, it's a long journey. I'm indeed honored and privileged to stand before the August House as we mark the beginning of a very important month in the history of our liberation cause, which is the Women's Month. Later this month, we'll be paying homage to Merita Alice Nzanga, as her family, friends, and compatriots will be gathered at Gamogopa village in Ventersdorp to mark the official unveiling of her tombstone. Menzanga was a trailblazer who, through her courageous revolutionary work, contributed to the liberation of this country by championing the rights of those who were forcefully removed from their lands through draconian laws of apartheid. She also championed the rights of workers and women in particular.